Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ria Salsabila. I am from group 10 and I'm one presentation about structure of comparison and contrast essay and sporting advantage. Next slide. This is my outline. The first definition, the two structure and three sporting advance, and the third and the three and the four conclusion. Next slide. Definition, comparison, and contrast essay. An academic paper that provides comparison and contrast essay information. The main purpose of this essay is to provide information on comparison and contrast about two or more things for the reader. Next slide. Two structure of comparison and contrast essay. Slide. In structure, comparison and contrast essay is three types, and in type include three types. And the first, introduction, first hook statement, background information, three thesis statement. And the first hook statement, you can find one or two of the best features of the two objects to be discussed and write it down as an opening sentence so that it can create interest for the reader and can make the reader curious about your comparison and contrast essay. After you hook, read a sentence or two about the particular focus of your comparison and contrast essay. And next, two background information thesis. After getting the audience attention, the next step is to provide some background information or point so that the reader is more interested in your comparison and contrast essay. And three, thesis statement. The last sentence of the introduction read a thesis statement announcing which aspects you will comparison and contrast, then state the conclusion you have reached. And two, body paragraph. First, topic sentence. A sentence that states the main idea of a paragraph. This sentence is the most general sentence. Not much will be contained in the topic sentence, but the sentence is able to introduce the whole idea that you want to discuss. And two, first and second supporting facts. Something that is received by the human sense are real circumstances. In other words, supporting facts are observations that are proven to be true and are supported by several studies that contains absolute truth and cannot be denied because they are based on reality. However, a fact may change if new facts are found that are cleaner and more accurate. And next slide, concluding statement. The last part of the body paragraph is a concluding statement, are commonly called an transition. Transitions are used between paragraphs. They are often in the form of phrases or clauses that refer to previous information while introducing a new idea. This transition often occurs at the beginning of a new paragraph. Here's an example of this transition sentence. That the answers are general from the point made earlier in this paper, etc. And let's in structure conclusion. The first, restate the thesis. The first sentence of the conclusion should be a restatement of your main message or thesis statement. And 2. Summary of main point. Most likely, the audience had already forgotten some of the information for this session. Reread and review your main points and then provide a conclusion to your topic. And 3. Our concluding statement. This sentence contains the final conclusion of all comparison and contrast essays should leave the reader with the urge to investigate feature about the topic of the comparison and contrast essay. Next slide. 3. Sporting advance. Definition. Sporting advance is the easy component used to provide your comparison and contrast essay so that the essay can be accepted by the reader. Sporting advance is used to define your comparison and contrast essay writing and make the stronger. And next slide. Types of supporting advance. Three advance of supporting advance. First, textual advance. An example of these types of supporting advance are: first, question directly from books or other text sources, and 2. An accurate summary of what happened or was said in the text, and 2. Statistical advance. An example of these types of supporting advance are: first, number derived from your own research or survey you have concluded, and 2. Features of personal experience if you have searched to pick them up. 3. Presented from good sources such as government reports or prepared studies. And the last, measurements and figures that you collect yourself and collect from research. And 3 are the last, evidence of testimony. An example of this type of supporting evidence is: first, question from books, paper, or experience newspaper editorial, and 2. Conclusion of essay written by experience. Each type of proof has strength and weakness, and how you use them depends on what you're trying to prove. And next slide. This is the last conclusion. In order to create a comparison and contrast essay the readers will be interested in, you must create an essay that fits the structure of the essay. The structure of the essay is divided into 3 parts, and each part is divided into several more parts. And to keep your comparison and contrast essay writing stronger, you need to place supporting advance in your essay. Supporting advance has 3 types, namely textual, statistical, and testimony. Next slide. Okay, thank you.